Welcome to Zerash and Shon for Perashat Toldot. Let's read through it. We're going to learn some things, some nice things here. Hazal Gilu Lanu, our rabbis revealed to us, K'shiyagiyah Ziman Midat Haemet Tiyeh Ne'aderet, when the time comes in the world that the Midat Emet will be highly valued, Simanhu Libiyat Mashiach. That means Mashiach will come. So we're very far away from it today. And regarding this, the Gemara tells us a story. Rava, Shahya Sabur She'en Adam Ba'alam Shehu Dover Emet Mukhlitet. He came to the conclusion there's no way anybody in this world tells the truth anymore all the time, 100%. It's not possible. A few days later, after he came to this conclusion, Begesh Rava et Rav Tovot. He met up with a guy named Rav Tovot, Shamar al Atzmo, who testified on himself. He always tells the truth. He never lies, because of a certain story that took place. And this was the story. One time, Rav Tovot came to visit the city of Kushta. Kushta happens to mean in Aramaic, Emet. Shekama Kenhi, that was the name of the city. Hayuba Rak Tovre Emet. Whoever lived in that city only spoke the truth. One interesting facet that took place in this
Someone is at the front
city
door.
Is no one ever died young before his time. Meaning that Ravik Demil would tell us, every one of us gets a contract, but there's a rider on the bottom. Big rider. Why is it that these people live long? Because Hashem runs the world through the Atfat principle, a turn for a turn. Hashem says, you know what? I'm going to issue the contract. I'll fulfill my part of it if you fulfill your part of it. You'll live what you're supposed to live if you keep the truth. Everyone who lived in this city always got their allotment of the years that they're supposed to live. However, Hashem says, if you keep your side of the deal, I fulfill all your years. Migavra explains in Yevamot, it's talking about the years that are coming to a person. Zacha, if he has zichut, he gets what he's supposed to get. Lo zacha, they lessen what he's supposed to get in terms of life. A person who doesn't change his words and keeps his words, even if he doesn't have Torah and mitzvahs, you could be an ignoramus, but you're honest, you're going to get the full. That explains why you have these people, that's simpletons, but they live 96, 98, 99. They're not Talmidei Chachamim, but they're straight. Rav Tovot decided, I got to live here. I'm going to take myself away from here. She gave him 2 sons. He gets his first nisayon now. A lady knocks on the door. I want to speak to your wife. Conversation. At that very moment, she was shampooing her hair. Rav Tovot hash it's not nice to tell her what's going on. My wife's in the shower. It's not her business to know. It's not appropriate to share that with her. He said, she's not available. She's not here. Suddenly, what happened in the next few minutes? They died on the spot. His 2 sons. And the word spreads in the town. His 2 sons died. This is something that's not normal for them. Hello, what happened here? Everyone wants to know, like doing an investigation. Davar Pele, a wondrous event. We don't know of a guy marrying, dying young here. How did his 2 sons die? He told them, what happened with the woman? She came, asked about my wife. I didn't think it was appropriate. I told her she's not home. That's why he changed his words. When they heard this story, get out of here. Leave our town now. You're going to bring the Malach HaMovet into our city. Leave. Go. Right? You're going to bring the Malach HaMovet to rule over us now. ובעקבות מעשה זה אמר רב טובות לרבא, and because of this event that took place in his life, he said to Rabba, שהוא לא ישנה מדיבוריו, כעת בעבור שום הון שבעולם. I learned my lesson, never again will I tell a lie. שואל הזה רש"י שון, זה רש"י asks a question. מדוע במקום שיש אמת, אין שלטון למוות? Why is it in a place where they stress the truth, there is no rule of the מוות, of the מלך המוות? ובמקום שיש שקר, יש שלטון למוות. מה הקשר בין הדברים? What's the connection? He explains. מביא לזה רש"י שון. כשידוע שהמוות הגיע לעולם על ידי חטא עץ הדעת, right? What happened there? ומהותו של חטא עץ הדעת התחיל בשקר. The whole thing of the עץ הדעת was through שקר. כאשר פגש הנחש את חווה ושאלה, מדוע אינך אוכלת מן עץ הדעת? Why don't you eat from it? The snake asked her. אמרה לו חווה, so חווה said to the snake, מפני שבורא העולם ציווה לא לאכול ממנו. God said we shouldn't eat from it. ולא לפגוע בו מן המות. We shouldn't touch it. God never said not to touch it. He said don't eat from it. So she started the problem by lying. And she gave the opening missile to the Nahash. Because watch what he does now. Miyad bitel Nahash debareh v'amaram. He annulled her words. And he says to her, Shebareh olam hifhid otam, Hashem scared you not to eat from it. Shemutu al minat shuli karbul atzke. He doesn't want you to come close to the tree. But the truth is, it's the opposite. God doesn't want you to eat from it because you're going to get special kohot. And then you're going to have wisdom. And you're going to compete with God. And God doesn't want competition. שהקדוש ברוך הוא לא רוצה שיהיו כמוהו, doesn't want you to be like him. כשם שכל אומן שונא את בן אומנותו. Every tradesman hates his fellow tradesman. Every carpenter hates his fellow carpenter. Every doctor has competition with his other fellow doctor, and on. DJ, etc. הדברים התיישבו על ליבה. That sounds good, she said. Makes sense. ובפרט לאחר שנחש הוכיח לה דבריו בכך שדחפה עד שנגעה בו. And he pushed her into the tree. She touched the tree. He pushed her into the tree. אמר לה כשם שאין מתה בנגיעה, since just like you didn't die by touching it, by making contact with the tree, כך אין מתה באכילה. You won't die from eating it. Because he seized on her mistake. Understand? It says in Bereshit, the Rashi says, שהרי נגעה בו, that she touched it, ולא נפגעה, she wasn't harmed. אך עדיין צריך להבין, but we have to understand something. כיצד השתכנעה חווה לאכול גם מעץ הדעת? How did she allow him to convince her to eat from it? הרי היה חשש, because there was a possibility of death. בורא עולם אמר לה בדיוק, Hashem told her clearly, ביום אכלך ממנו מות תמות. The day you eat from it, you will die. ועדיין הסתיים היום. Why would she buy into his argument if Hashem told her בפירוש, if you eat from it, you're going to die? Why would she allow him to convince her? And Chazal tell us, שלאחר דחיפת חווה, it's when after he threw her into the tree, he feel הנחש גישת מה יש לך, he tells her, what do you got to lose? וכך אמר לה, you were afraid that, you said if you could touch it, you die. Nothing happened to you. Because God doesn't want you to get his kohot. And we know what happened. They ate from it. Adam v'Chava girshu migan Eden. They were kicked out of Gan Eden. Umavet yarad le'olam. Death came down to the world. V'al ma'aseh hazeh ha'anushiyut mishalemet ad hayom hazeh mehir kaved. Because of their mistake, civilization is paying for that mistake dearly for the rest of eternity. Ma'aseh zeh, from this story, lamadnu et shitut ha'pe'olah shel Nahash. We understand his playbook. What's his playbook all about, the Nahash? This is how he operates. בכך ששיקר לחווה בדבר עץ הדעת בתוך כדי שהוא מבסס על אמת אלוקית, because he lied to her in order to undermine her feeling for Hashem. שהרי באמת בורא עולם לא אסר להגעת בעץ. Hashem never said anything about touching, never forbade touching the tree. אלא רק לא לאכול מן העץ. He said, don't eat from the tree. וזו הסיבה שלא קרה כלום לחווה. That's why nothing happened to her when she touched it. משום שבורא עולם לא אסר זאת. Hashem did not forbid that. ועוד למדנו יסוד גדול, שכל מקום שיש שקר, מגיע בעקבותיו מוות. Heavy. When you see שקר, death is right on its heels. ומכיוון שהקדוש ברוך הוא קילל את נחש, and after that Hashem cursed the נחש, על ששיקר לחווה, because he lied to חווה, and he called him ארור, ארור אתה מכל בהמה, מכל חיית בשדה, cursed are you more than any animal and חיה in the field. And we know that in Bereshit it tells us, אין ארור מתדבק בברוך. The cursed one cannot attach to the blessed one. לכן אומר בורא העולם, כל מי שתפוס את אמונתו אשר יצר רע ושיקר, whoever lies and uses the kelim of the Yetzer Hara can't hang out with me because I'm Baruch and that person is Arur. And Arur and Baruch cannot coexist, which means death. With this in mind, the Rav Shishon explains, Divrei Gemara Pesachim, מדוע כנען בנו של חם ציווה את בניו לפני מותו להקפיד בשקר? When Ham's son Canaan was dying, he told his children, you should lie. That's our way of life. Why? How do you understand this logically, this tzivui that he told his sons? Ham's son was Canaan. Noah cursed Canaan after he came out and he got drunk. Came out of the boat, got drunk, and some say he castrated him, others say he had homosexual relations with him. Noah woke up, smelled the coffee, figured out what happened, and he was compromised, and he cursed him. And he called him, Aruratam, he cursed him. Cursed are you, and you'll be a slave to your brothers. Noah did not want Ham's sons or grandsons to be attached or co-mingle with Abraham's kids. Shneimar Baruch, because Abraham is blessed. He tells his grandson, you go and you work with sheker, because you and we're never going to be able to connect with Abraham. He's Baruch. He comes from a whole different perspective. When Moshe Rabbeinu handed the reins over to Yeshua and he died, Yeshua's first commandment was what? What did Hashem tell him? Conquer the land. Kill out everyone, decimate the population. Don't allow anybody to live. The mistake he made was he didn't kill off everyone and he lost 10 years of his life, Yeshua. Why was he told to kill out everyone from Canaan? We can't allow you to live here because you're cursed. And we're blessed. No connection. We have to take you out. And also because you represent sheker and that represents death. From here we get a big warning to the Jewish people. Not to change your words. That's how the Gentiles behave. Tehillim says, because their words are nothing. Ami said, but our entire essence is truth. As it says, Israel lo ayaso ola velo yalu dabru kaza. The Jewish nation will not offer a korban which is invalid and will not speak lies. You never find among them lashon, a tongue which is with trickery. And the Torah tells us in Sanhedrin, Gemara, whoever flips his language and doesn't maintain his words, it's like he's Oved Avodah Zarah. When Yitzhak Avinu wanted to bless Esav in this week's parasha, she says to Yaakov, go get the berachot. I can't do that because I'm acting like my brother. I'm speaking lies. It says in the pasuk, and he tells his mother, I'm going to be in my father's eyes like a mitateya. Tateya is a liar, a mocker. And the word mitateya we see in Yirmiyahu. It says there, the Jews did the actions of mitatim. There, mitateya is like a lashon avodah zarah. So whoever lies is like a oved avodah zarah. So the Zeram Shimshon asks a question. How could it be understood that his entire essence is emet, because it says Titin emet Yaakov, Shekir le'abiv v'tahazel le'Esav al menat lekachat et birchotav. So if he represents emet, how can we understand that he used this methodology to go get the berachot when it seems like it's a sheker? He offers two answers. Teretz echad, Yaakov Avinu lo shikir et abiv. He didn't lie to him. If he wanted to lie to his father, did he change his voice? No. What did Yitzhak say when he heard him? If I want to lie, I would change my voice to sound like my brother. He didn't change his voice. ולמרות שהתעורר אצל יצחק אבינו חשד על שילוב המוזר שיש באיש אחד את שני ניגודים. Now when Yitzhak hit with this whole complexity of, well, I don't know what to do here. It sounds like Yaakov, but it feels like Esav. He continued to press forward and to give the beracha. And he didn't wait to say, do a further investigation. I'm going to bless who's in front of me right now. It'll be what it will be. Now Esav follows up and comes after Yaakov leaves. It was Yaakov that got the beracha. Your brother came b'mirah and took the beracha. And the unkelus explains over there, not trickery, but wisdom. He was cunning, your brother. He got it. He got it. He got it good. He got it very correctly. So why is Yaakov worried that I'm going to be mocking my father if in reality he got it appropriately? Because Yitzhak Avinu went forward and gave the beracha. He didn't lie. Hey, Abba, I'm here for the beracha. He didn't change his voice. Shimshon explains, there's a law in the Gemara. And questions like this: when you want to determine something, do you go on shemi'ah or re'iyah? Do I have to hear it? For something to be truthful, must it be heard or must it be seen? Like in current testimony and evidence now, what's acceptable evidence? Or do I have to feel it? Or al yedeh hush hamishush? Is it seeing, hearing, or do I have to feel it? Let's say something is lost, and I come up to you and say, I see that wallet. It's my wallet. Does that mean anything? No. I have to give you a siman on the goof itself. I don't rely on seeing. Tell me something, siman. It's a gray wallet with blue stripes and whatever, and there's an ink stain on the lower right corner. So he was afraid that it would be touching. And as a result, that's why he would be a mocker. In the end, the Gemara paskins that the voice is adequate. You don't have to feel something. And as a result, he doesn't have to worry about it. Because the Gemara paskins, kol adif. The kol is, it's fine. That's enough testimony if I hear it. So he heard his voice. It was his real voice. Was it a fake voice? No, it wasn't. Terutz nosaf, another answer that the Zerash Shon offers, right? Why does Yaakov Avinu even want the beracha? He was a ben Torah. He didn't care about the Lexuses and the Bentleys and the Ferraris. Why would he pursue that altogether? This one is like a really amazing answer. What was the purpose of chasing the berachot? To bring to his side all those neshamot shenaflu l'tzad hatum'ah mehet etz hadat. Everyone who fell to the sin of lying in every generation comes on to that zichut of the berachot. Yaakov says, I'll pull you out of there into my side and I'll save you. Because Hazal tell us, based on what we do in this world, we don't have enough zichut for the things that we have, the houses and the cars, and we rely on things that are like the Akedat Yitzhak, like the berachot of Yaakov. They're paying dividends ad hayom. Because us, based on what we do, we would be gone from a long time ago. It's all these major league zichuyot that are astronomical in their success, that are paying major dividends for eons and eons until Mashiach comes. And we live off those dividends. I heard a diamond say this all the time. You have no idea, Ad Hayom, the Akedat Yitzhak is keeping us alive, gets us the business deal, gets us the second house. These are enormous zichuyot. They're beyond. So in every generation, all the people who are falling to the trap of Hetz Hadat, Yaakov says, come, I'm going to save you. That's why he needs this berachot, to mitaken all these neshamot that we mikalkel because of the Hetz Hadat, by using his skill,